Hey beautiful people, send you loads of good health and happiness as always. So the plant medicine evening is nearly here. I'm super excited. I'm super excited for you, what I am for me and for me, because I've been doing these for about 6 years and predominantly I fly over to the UK. I've done quite a few of them in central London and different parts of the country, but mainly central London, and it's amazing when we've got the bigger events and you've got 30 or 40 people breathing together, going on that plant medicine journey together as well. It's wonderful because every now and again in between the different music that will be playing, there will be pauses in the music and you'll get to hear, for me, what is just such a wonderful sign of life. That's people's breath all around you. And it is a real treat. So we've got that to look forward to. This little video is a bit of an overview of what to expect. So when you turn up, to get the formalities out the way with, that is when I would ask you for payment, your investment for the evening. Now you can pay the €100 in cash or via Bizum. We'll do that at the beginning. And at that point, in that exchange, I will also give you a gift to take home, your plant medicine for the evening as well, and explain to you at that point a little bit more about, which I won't go into now, I'll give you an overview now. Trust me, on the day, I will be going through everything with you. Pedantically, it might seem at times, however, it will keep you engaged mentally, physically and spiritually in what's going on. So once you've taken your dosage, now I will have two options of doses. I will have, if you like, a starter dose for someone that has never done any form of plant medicine before. So your tolerance levels will naturally be lower. Don't think for a second you're going to miss out on anything taking that dosage. It's a very potent plant medicine. I'll explain a little bit more about that shortly. However, my point is there'll be two options. And what I would ask in advance as of now is obviously be completely honest with yourself. If you're someone who you know you've got a low tolerance level, make sure you take the lower dose. If you're a higher tolerance level to this, and if you're someone, for example, who uses cannabis regularly, because remember what we're using is a really ancient form of cannabis oil. And when I say ancient form, the technique in which the plant medicine is extracted goes back to Chinese medicine. And again, I'll speak a bit more about that on the evening. My point is all contaminants are removed, and what you actually are dosed with is a completely natural form of cannabinoids, which is THC, CBD, CBG, CBN, and all the rest of Mother Nature's gifts that she put into this phenomenal plant. You'll take that in a hot tea form. The reason it's heated up, as I said in a previous video, is to engage quicker with your own cannabinoids to really enhance the performance of the plant medicine through you, through your breath and through your bloodstream. So once we've then taken the dosage, I'll then take you over to the area that you'll be breathing. Now you will be comfortably laying down for this session. Now the beautiful thing about that is when we lay down, all of our postural and stabilizing muscles, they switch off. So basically your body goes into a state of ease, balance, homeostasis a lot quicker and easier. And that is paramount. For those that have breathed with me so far, the oxygen chamber, sitting down, you're going to think, oh my God, what a difference. Laying down and doing the type of breath work coupled with the plant medicine, I kid you not, it's an experience you will never, ever forget and you'll cherish it. So, sorry, itchy nose. Always happens. So once I've taken you over to the area, the first thing we'll do is we'll do some oxygen dumping, which is whereby we'll be taking out any stale oxygen from our body, just to really clear it out so that when we then start inhaling deeply again to fully oxygenize our body, everything that is going in is completely fresh, obviously, and everything that will be purged out will be based on that new fresh oxygen that you're putting into your system, not anything that you've been holding on to. So we will start a fresh cycle. Once we then get into the evening is split into two. The first 2 to 3 hours Well, the first hour is a real workout. Now, again, if you've breathed with me before at the Oxygen Spa, you'll know that, or you've breathed with me before anyway, you'll know that it is a workout, this breath technique, this breathwork technique, and it's a workout for a really important reason. For you to take the most out of the evening, which I'm confident you all will do on Saturday, and really take steps outside of yourself, which again, I'm fully expecting, hopefully all of you, to completely leave your bodies on Saturday, you need to be in balance. And to become that state of balance, you have to physically align your mental and your physical, your body, because throughout the day, the way the mind works is normally it's our mind that is triggering us with all these thoughts and then the body follows suit. Well, on Saturday, we're going to reverse that. It's going to be your body that is leading, and then we'll fall in line, your egotistical mind into place, so that wonderful transition of balance happens. And in that state, we need to work your lung muscles to really penetrate your 60,000+ miles of your vein system with not just the oxygen-rich blood, but with the plant medicine. Because of course, anything we ingest, the way the body works is it naturally wants to break it down to get into your bloodstream. So once that plant medicine is into your bloodstream, over the first hour, that's when we're going to really work those lung muscles. And remember, you're laying down. So literally the only muscles that you're really working are your lung muscles. Once we've hit that sweet spot, we'll then change the breathing pattern completely. We're going to go through some different breathwork techniques on the evening. I've sent some through already. Please familiarize yourself with those. And there will be some little bonus stuff that I'll chuck in on the day, which you're really going to enjoy. Really, we will absolutely, there's going to be a specific point of the evening where I really start targeting that pineal gland, that third eye. And again, I'm really confident if you just show up and just listen and give it a go, you're going to get there. So the first part of the session is really all about warming your lungs up, because they're muscles, getting your blood filled up with oxygen and taking the plant medicine around your full system, to then engage into, for me, the second part of the evening, where we really do concentrate on the spiritual element. And it's in that part, we're still going to be doing some breath work. However, it'll still be powerful, but it won't be at a rapid pace. It'll be a very meditative pace where you'll find that your lungs naturally start to build patterns. And that's when we'll start engaging some nasal techniques as well. And it's in that part of the evening where we really then start delving deep. Now, I'm a guide. I'll facilitate it, and I'm proud to say I've been facilitating these spaces safely for people for a long time. I love what I do. I'm really good at it because I love what I do. However, the actual journey that you're going to go on has nothing to do with me. That's all on you. And there'll be certain triggers which I will purposefully be prodding along the way, which will absolutely resonate with you. How do I know? Because you're a human being just like me, and you've got feelings just like me. So there will be a patterned narrative to help you really start unraveling. And before you know it, getting into almost the last part of the evening, which is really the last 3 hours, where for most people, in my experience of hosting these events, that's where all the magic happens. Of course, you'll be breathing at that point, not as much guidance from me. There'll be other things introduced at that point. And what I would say is always remember, you're in a safe space, you're laying down, you're going to be comfortable. I will have water there by all of you as well, so that if you need to at any point, take a sip of water. Again, all of that will be catered for. Come the end of the evening, and this is why that last 2 to 3 hours is so important, for the plant medicine to really start working its way through your system and bringing yourself back to, I don't like saying normal, but to a more present state in the physical realm, because you will leave the physical realm, trust me. Those 2 to 3 hours at the end is really reflection. Often, like I said, that's when you go on different journeys. Most importantly, it's the hindsight of what you've just experienced that you'll get the chance to start processing. What I've also found is for the next couple of days, often people will have a spillover of moments of clarity, memories of experiences that they experienced whilst in the plant medicine evening. You've all got my details. Feel free, if there's any questions off the back of this, to bounce any questions off me. And importantly, at that period, once the night's over and even the next day, if something comes up, if maybe I just want to ask Jay a question, please do. Because for me, that's where I've learned so many amazing things from the people that I've worked with, which I can then help upskill me as a coach and share, not by name, of course, it's all done with data protection, but share your experiences with other people so it can resonate. Because often, the reason I say this, often, especially doing what I've done for such a long time, people can often feel that they're alone sometimes, that it's just them. It's never the case. Never the case. Our individual experience of being us, yes, of course, that is a lonesome one, and it's supposed to be. However, the experiences of feelings that we go through, we're connected as a human community in that sense. And for me, that's really important because you will be connecting with yourself in a different way, especially with that plant medicine. I will go into, on the evening, much more detail about what is going on from a scientific perspective, from an anatomical perspective, as it's happening, which will help you engage your conscious mind, which is what we're going to need to slip out into the element of consciousness as quickly as possible. Because believe it or not, the more we can get you focused on the conscious, on the whole conscious experience as it's happening, the quicker you leave and start observing it, often from above or from afar even. So in layman's, you're in for a real treat. I hope that's covered it. Okay, there's any other questions, please feel free to message me. But otherwise, I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday.